I'll be voting for Joe Biden. I've never voted for a Democrat in my life.
I'm a registered Republican who did vote for Donald Trump in 2016.
All of these serious people have come away from this president sounding the alarm bells, saying that this guy is not fit to serve.
I guess I figured, how bad could it be? Well, now we know.
But I'm very enthusiastic about doing what I can to ensure that Donald Trump leaves the White House next January. The last time I voted for a Democrat was in 1976. I wasn't crazy about voting for Donald Trump. I literally held my nose when I voted for Donald Trump. But I felt that he was the lesser of two evils. But unfortunately, I didn't realize just how evil he could be. And I really thought that he could, because he didn't have any really specific ideology, that he could bring people together better than some traditional politician could.
Sometimes my friends and family have been asking me, Tommy, aren't you afraid, scared, or concerned, whatever, that a Biden-Harris administration will push a policy agenda that runs counter to what you believe? And my answer to that question is yes, it does concern me, which should tell you how consequential this election is.
He is the most efficient serial killer in the history of the United States, accounting for tens of thousands of deaths from his inept handling at COVID. He's a sociopath, as diagnosed by his own niece, a psychologist.
The reality is that with Donald Trump, with all of his behavioral issues, the fact that he is a pathological liar, a narcissist, a sociopath, a misogynist, a bully, probably a racist, that if you take those behavioral issues, well, okay, but maybe he could be a leader, but then he has proven during the COVID crisis and during the George Floyd crisis that he couldn't even be a leader. So when you add all those things together, there's simply no way that I could explain to my grandchildren that this is rational behavior for a president of the United States.
A Democratic candidate does not check off, no matter who they are, does not check off any of the policy boxes that I hold near and dear to my heart. But I gotta ask myself, was John McCain wrong? Is John Kelly wrong? Is Jim Mattis wrong? Is Anthony Scaramucci wrong? Is Gary Cohn wrong?
This isn't Republican versus Democrat. This is good versus evil. He is a sociopath. I believe that if he is reelected in November, our country will be destroyed. I think the only way we oust him is that if he loses by such a large margin, it's too big to rig.
And so I think, yes, all the things he says, terrible, awful, but at least show us some leadership. And this year, since January, he has shown zero leadership whatsoever. And for me, those factors outweigh my support of the policy decisions.
I have a young grandson. I want him to have a decent country to grow up in. And if Trump maintains power, our country will be destroyed.
Joe Biden is a decent, honorable man. He's a statesman who I believe will put this country first. He's been able to work across the aisle.
May history be able to say that the end of this chapter of American darkness began here tonight.
It's okay to change your mind. I changed my mind. Come on in. The water's warm.
A little while ago, I said that when I voted for Trump in 2016, I literally held my nose. I can guarantee you that when I tick the box in 2020 and vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, I will not be holding my nose.